guys, before we start today, I want to say thank you for everyone who watched our videos. We are starting season 2, starting now with this episode. The first 13 episodes were a test run to gauge what we'd like to do with the show. We're always looking for new and exciting ideas for the show, so if you'd like to see something, comment or tell us on Facebook or Instagram. Thanks guys, have a great day. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. I got my buddy Mike here. Mike's at a 2002 Acura RSX Type S. We're gonna have a good time today. Mike, go ahead and tell us what's done to your car.
Basically, it's a K24A2 bottom end, and then a K20A2 head. It's Kelford Stage 2 cams, RBC high flowing manifold, cold air intake, Stage 1 clutch, 6-speed trans, and a K-Pro ECU dyno tune making 245 wheel horsepower.
Okay, cool. And like we've discussed plenty of times already, K-Series are pretty much like butter. Yes. They're the best motors. Like, if you want to get into the Honda game, there's two motors that I personally would recommend, and I'm pretty sure you would recommend as well. B18 or the K-Series. Or, well, if higher end would be the F-Series, which is the S2000 and all that stuff. Yeah. But for budget friendly, for someone who's just getting into the car scene, who's just getting into cars, getting their first kind of like performance car, there's nothing like a simple modified Honda. Like, for instance, like a B18 Honda with bolt-ons and maybe throwing some boost with a decently built motor and trans, it'll keep up most stuff on the road, and it's going to be reliable.
Exactly.
In K-Series, like we discussed, K-Series have one fault, and that's transmission. Now, I can't go into detail with that because I'm not as experienced with Hondas, but give me the gist of it, shifting forks or something like that?
I believe it's the gears. I haven't looked much into it either, but from what I've heard, I think something happened with the gears when they manufactured them, and so that's why a lot of people go with the straight cut or dog box kind of.
And I'm not sure if you know Adam Green, he has a boosted RSX.
He's gone through a few trans.
Yeah, he's gone through a few trans.
Yeah, like, he's gone through the same thing,
Yeah, same thing over and over, and that's the one thing, like, it's expensive to future-proof yourself. Like, it's the same thing of any car. With the Honda people, what they normally do, they just either keep buying OE transes over and over and over again until they get the money to actually have them properly, built. But other than that, that's the only issue with the K-Series.
That's what I would say. Yeah. I mean, they eat up boost. I've heard of people making like on 10 pounds, 400 to 500.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And like we were discussing earlier, that thing pulls ridiculously well for what it is. It's literally surprised me. And like and I hate to brag, I've been in a lot of fast stuff, and I've driven a lot of fast stuff. That surprised me. That genuinely surprised me. If I can get footage right now of me driving that car, which it was too dark for in-car, and we're not sure if we're going to do actual in-car or not, so we apologize. But I did live videos on my phone. If you want to check them out, go on my Facebook or Clutch Dumps at Facebook. Just check it out. It's really cool. Beside the point, pulls amazing. Mm-hmm. Genuinely, for what it is, amazing. It's nothing that I can describe like an NA front. There's nothing really like in the whole entire world of cars. There's not a lot of in America. I know in Europe there's different stuff, but there's not a lot of like 4-cylinder NA front wheel drive cars that go like steak. Yeah. Right there is our star people. Yes. Pretty much.
Honestly, for me, I've only had a few Hondas in my lifetime, and I've never thought I would be a Honda guy. But my first car was an Integra GSR, which for what it was, I mean, from factory they rated for like 180, 186, something
which
like that.
Which for the most part, that gets you around town.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a fun little daily car, but I realized what the potential was of these cars. And when I started looking into them more and seeing like if you just slap on an eBay turbo kit at bare minimum, what you can do with it for the little bit of time. And so when I got the RSX, I bought it as a backup car actually, and never paid attention to it. I had my hatch, and that was my.
That's when I first met you, by the way.
Yeah.
First met you, yeah.
Yeah, and had that. And I was loving that. I had this as, what it is now, backup car with the hatches down. And now, over the few months of actually driving it, it's gotten a lot more of my baby than anything else.
Yeah, other than that, K-Series, great motor. B-Series, great motor. If you're into the cars at all, if you want to get into your first Honda or something like, or just any, like 16 years old, got $3,000 to spend or a little bit more than that, look into a Honda. Because believe it or not, like a good B Series or K Series Honda, it might be expensive to start off with, but you'll learn to like it and love it. And this is coming from a guy who used to be, muscle or die. Trust me, you'll love the car. When you bought the car, what was done to it?
Pretty much all it is now.
All it is done?
Yeah,
okay.
and I just basically changed the exhaust because when I got it, it was something out of the resonator. Mm-hmm. So it dumped underneath me, and
it gets annoying.
Yeah,
I've driven a car like that. Yes, and it gets annoying too because after a while, like even though you get used to it, if you hear something even slightly change, something's wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got anything else you would like to do to your car besides what's done to it currently?
Basically, I'd like to get another 24 bottom end and throw some high con pistons in it. Just gets more a true all motor build out of it. Other than that, nothing really. It's too reliable as is to keep risking it, you know?
Yeah.
When you get in the high horsepower, you risk anything, really.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what the car, it doesn't matter what the platform. As soon as you get into high horsepower, it's gonna break.
Perfect daily. It really is. I can't complain about it. It gets good gas mileage. Never let me down. I think the worst that's happened so far was that the intake air temperature sensor came unplugged. So that's really about all that's going on with the car.
No, for a car that has as many miles as on it, and normally, I don't care what anyone says, you could have little stuff that happens on a car after a certain mileage. O2 sensors, vacuum leaks, what have you. That happens with time. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in today. Mike, thank you for coming out. Really appreciate it. We'd love to have you back on the show sometime too, because you do 2J stuff, and 2J stuff is cool.
Yep, down the road, yeah.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel and check out our Facebook and Instagram. Thanks. Have a great day.